Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. Last time, let's forget about that for a second. Last time, we created two new countries. We created Croatia and Yugoslavia, and they're under our control. We're shoring up our borders against foreign enemies, and we also saw the war kick off in China. So let's move on to what's happened now. So, territory that Bulgaria considered her own was handed to Greece after the Second Balkan War and the Great War. If we write this wrong, we would bind Bulgaria to us forever. However, if they are not strong enough to claim it on their own, are they worthy for us? So we're democratic, but we're like saying Bulgaria, you want that land from Greece, you better earn it yourself. We don't really care about Bulgaria's opinion, so let them just figure it out themselves. The fate of Greece. So what we're going to do now, let's roleplay this saying that we're worried what Bulgaria is going to do. Greece, you need this German support. You need it. So you have to let us in and let us control you. Obviously, that's a terrible justification and doesn't really make much sense, but that's just the way it is. We're going to improve relations with the Poles, and we're also going to boost democracy in Poland because we really want to get Poland on our side because they will be a good front line against the Russians in case they get all angry with us. So, we're running low on supplies. We need so much oil. We're just drinking it all up from the Americans. We're like, yeah, pour it all over our German faces. Give us that oil. Oh, yeah. Love that American oil. Give it. But we're going to try to become self-efficient with oil by creating synthetic oil plants, but that'll take some time. And now we're halfway through 1938. Sorry, we're halfway through 1938. So next year things will probably start kicking off. 39 is like the bad year. So we're still working on our offense, getting things going. We don't know where the attack's going to come from. We don't know. Could be anywhere. Germany's prepared in all fronts. We have an army of 1 million men on the button. So we're ready for any conflict that breaks out. Now, something I realized I made a mistake on was I have my mountain troops. Where are they? My mountain troops guarding a flat border. And I have my regular infantry guarding a mountainous terrain. So we're just going to do the old switcheroo on these guys and push them over there. How are the training doing in our troops? So our troops are still feeling pretty good. We got our freedom divisions training up. The fate of Greece. Oh. So Greece has refused our help. Okay. We can't force Greece to like us. We can declare war on them. But that's not the German way. We don't declare war on people unless we absolutely have to. So what we're going to do now, though, as a democratic nation, we cannot stand for fascism. So we're going to declare an anti-Comintern pact. So we're going to unite the world against the communist red threat. So hopefully we can get some countries on our side with that. So boom, there we go. We're going to start beefing up our artillery. It's a much more advanced model. It's actually a year ahead of its time. So that'll give us the edge later in the war. So 38's coming to a close. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and research our industry ahead of time because we can go back and do all the other stuff later. But industry will take a hit once the war gets going. So let's start pumping out artillery next and just modernizing our army. Now, how are our freedom divisions doing? They're still training up. They probably have enough supplies. No, they're still working on it. We don't want to overwhelm our training. Okay. So, what we're doing was getting better spies with that research. I really want to create our faction, but actually world tension is decreasing. Without Germany, the world is pretty calm. The Fourth International, so a bunch of commies are meeting in France. As you can see, they have a very high concentration of communism. And they're already in the Allies, but France can tend to leave the Allies I'm surprised that Czechoslovakia has joined the Allies so soon. They never normally do that. They normally just bend over and let Germany do what they will. Italy sometimes can create its own faction as well. So we need to watch out for that. Oh, it would seem that the Japanese are having some success in China. They took Nanking, a horrible historical moment known as the Rape of Nanking. So it's a big noted event in this game. Sorry. So part of the Chinese have surrendered. You can look at this. Like, Japan is so slow to take China. It's because they have so many islands, and I feel like the AI isn't the best, so they send their troops all over the place. Water really messes with it. Oh, our anti-Comintern pact has gone public. Down with the Red Menace. We can go to war with the Soviet Union right now, but we don't necessarily want to do that, do we? What we can do, I think there's something down here. Yes, so we can get down this chain next. We can befriend Sweden, we can befriend Norway and Denmark and the Netherlands. So let's make our way down that chain, because it would be good to have some friends. It's better to fight wars together. So we're going to be kind of like the competitor to the Allies as a democratic union. Because like I said, the British can get kind of evil in this game, so you got to watch out for them. How are things going in Poland? So democracy is doing well in Poland. The German Republic is pushing it pretty hard. Who else do we need to be worried about? Greece. Bulgaria could declare war on them at any moment. But as things sit right now, we just keep adding to our freedom divisions here. I should just automatically assign them instead of clicking on them all the time. There we go. They'll just go right to the front line. So we have our freedom divisions. What we're going to do, our infantry divisions should also change their name. So I'm going to make them have a little cool gun logo. And I think what I'm going to call them, what should I call them? I don't know. Let's call them Freedom Fighters. Freedom Fighters. We really want to push this whole freedom thing as the new Germany. So England is pressuring Turkey probably towards democracy because they're non-aligned. So they want to get them in the Allies, obviously, because Turkey has lots of oil. Our spies are doing well. Let's go back to our industry, get that going. Because it's almost 39. We're almost entering the year of death. How many planes do we have? We have 1,100 fighter planes. And none of them are stationed anywhere. But I don't usually put out my planes until I need them. So our new guns are online. But like I said, we're still going to keep pushing our industry. We are going to update our gun production. So now we have like Panzerschrecks and MP40s. Just getting our guns modernized. Gives us the edge over a lot of people. How are our submarine production doing? We are now up to 77 submarines. So these will be very helpful in the event of needing to invade England to show them the true democratic way. So we're working on our naval stuff, but like I said, this is all to get us to befriending other democratic nations. How are we doing, Poland? Poland's doing all right. Their democracy is getting pushed. They will soon see in the light. What are the Soviets up to? We can kind of maybe take a peek. New Soviet man is what they're researching. Which allows a kamikaze strike on enemy ships. Oh dear. That would certainly be the communist way. It would seem like they've put no stock into going to war with us eventually. But they do sometimes just declare war on Poland. Because nothing says the 1930s like invading Poland. It's a good time. Everyone there really enjoys it. It's a good laugh. So, what are we going to look at now? Like I said, this game can be a bit slow at the start, especially when you're democratic. If I was fascist by now, I would have invaded like 6 different countries, and the war would have kicked off like 2 years early. But it is kind of cool that what we're working towards, we got the Republic of Croatia. What are these guys called now? The Yugoslavian Confederation. all under German influence and control. We tried to get Greece on our side, but they said no. The Italians aren't really doing much. What was that for? Just more industry? Yeah. Let's get more resources from our ground. Get more efficient at digging holes. Because the Germans are efficient. Like I always say, we must be efficient, like the Germans. I don't know why the Germans are so efficient. They're just good at what they do. Which is more than I can say for a lot of countries in the world. Maybe they just work hard there. So, okay, naval effort. Yes, we're making our way towards befriending Denmark. And we're getting a whole bunch of nice naval stuff out of it, but that's not important. What we should be doing, though, is getting our infantry equipment research going better. Plane research going better. Boat ships going better. Boat ships. Gotta get our boat ships going well. Need them good old boat ships. We're getting better at combat. We're coming up with some things. So we got this next one. We're going to be like, hey guys, I have a mind-blowing idea. Let's stop pulling our artillery with horses and use all those trucks instead. And they're like, wow, what a forward-thinking guy. He wants to use trucks to pull things, not horses. Oh, we built all of our oil things really quickly. So that means, yes, we might be able to cut off some of our dependency on other nations for supplies, and which is really, really good because we never know who we're going to end up at war with. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill up all of our land with oil factories or synthetic oil factories because they are really helpful. Ugh, I think I might have just swallowed a bug. It was flying around and I felt like I inhaled it. Ugh, I think I did. The bugs, they work for the for the Brits. Oh no, Poland. What are you doing? Poland has decided to create its own faction, and we're saying they're clearly attempting to threaten the German Republic. Oh dear. Sorry about all this coughing. I swear I swallowed a bug. I feel like it's still in my throat somewhere. But no bug down my throat can prevent me from bringing freedom to the world. So Poland, you know what, Poland? If you're going to create your own faction, we want nothing to do with you. We'll keep your guarantee, but we're going to stop. We're going to cancel boosting our democracy because what's the point in giving you democracy when you're not going to join us anyway? So Poland is now doing its own thing. Whatever. It's not like we wanted them in our faction anyway. But I guarantee you, when the Soviets invade, they're going to want our help. And that'll be our in to take out the Russians and show them the true democratic way. Also, there's tons of countries under Soviet control. All down in here, we can set so many free. We just need to bide our time. So now we're going to work on befriending Denmark. Because we want the Danes on our side. We don't want them cozying up with the French or whatever. Let's get better shovels. How do our divisions look? Do they have everything I want them to have? They do not. So we're going to give those divisions some binoculars. What's good too is we want to add some more artillery to our freedom fighters. And what about our freedom divisions? They're doing okay. And, oh yeah, we can delete some of these. These are old templates that we got from the Austrians. And we don't really need them anymore. We might hang on to the horse one because we can turn those into military police later. Oh, we can add tons to our mountaineer divisions. Guys, what are you doing? You guys are way in the Stone Age here. We gotta modernize you guys. Come on. Get up here. Get on with it. Okay, we can add even more. Oh no, one too many. Yeah, we'll add that. Okay, so there we go. Our mountain divisions have been all modernized. What about our tank divisions? Our tank divisions look okay for now. They're the next things I wanted to work on, but we need to get our stores back up. But we can get them going. So we have 3 tank divisions currently. And what we're going to do is we're going to start pumping out a bunch of tank divisions to help old Rommel out. When the time comes, he'll have lots of tanks to his name. And he's not assigned to anywhere, but we're going to assign him to the Belgian border. For no particular reason, just makes it easier for me to click to add these tanks to that. So, another slow episode, but hopefully there was some insight to the game. If you're not too sure how to play, we're befriending Denmark. We're making our way up. I can demand Danzig from the Poles, which was originally German land. And as a democratic nation, I think they should be reasonable, and they should give the land back that we want. I'm just saying. That's what we want. Oops. It's democracy. It's for the sake of democracy, I swear. Poland needs to give us back our land. And if they don't, then they're gonna need some good old democracy. Come on, Poland. Get your head out of your ass.